Gallinari during the offseason in free agency signed that 4-year, $80 million deal with Atlanta. A deep three from Gwinnett. A little bit strong. Noel, a 71% free throw shooter on the season.
That's game.
Noel, one of those Knicks players with pretty good playoff experience. This is his third on Kevin Huerter. That is deemed unnecessary. A 71% free throw shooter on the season.
His sources told him if this was a regular season game, he may be out a few games. Mark, DB?
Interesting perspective on that injury. Good hustle there by Noel. But he stepped on the baseline out of bounds. It'll come back the other way. Rose up top. Off the Noel screen. Hits the roll man. And nobody home in the corner quickly had lifted. And they turned the ball over. He is a much improved player this year. A lot of that under the guidance of Nate McMillan. Good block inside. He is a much improved player this year. A lot of that under the guidance of Nate McMillan. Good block inside. Working against Huerter. Stays in front of him. Great defense by Atlanta. They force the miss. Randall inside. Missed it. That should have been a shot clock violation.
Rather quickly. He goes in, puts up a wild shot. And Okongwu had it for an instant. Randall. Is that a shot clock violation?
It is.
Tremendous world-class condition. Young pulls from deep. And rebounded by Noel. And Gallinari picking up his first personal foul. Noel back at the free throw line again. And Noel from a very athletic family at a
then react out. We're a little bit too spread out right now.
Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to the action. Hawks with a chance to take the lead. Bogdanovic in the front court. Nate McMillan's been calling more plays for Bogdanovic. He hesitated and left it on the front rim. Lou Williams very comfortable in Atlanta. Traded here earlier. Whistle and a foul on the tip.
Another Kentucky Wildcat. This is his 7th year in the NBA.
And giving that Hawks bench a little bit of scoring punch. Boy, look who's back at the foul line, Doris Burke. Thought it was interesting that Coach McMillan said he was their most consistent player before he got hurt.
He is 7 for 34 on 2-point shots.
Well, that shows you how much the Atlanta Hawks have frustrated Julius Randle. Well, the guys who've hurt them is Randle and Barrett has not been very active.
That's a goaltend. Noel came up through the rim.
Where he played high school basketball, working out with Drew Hanlon, his trainer, refining his craft, and Noel gets an easy dive for the bucket. Tyler Ford is getting an earful from Tom Thibodeau right now. Gallinari facing up on Randall, fires along two, and Noel with the rebound. The Suns at Staples Center taking on LeBron, AD, and the Lakers. The countdown crew gets you all started.
I think down the stretch of that game you saw Anthony Davis and LeBron James impose their will, but it is very difficult to evaluate given the health status of Chris Paul.
He does things a little bit differently now, not quite the imperious and dynamic scorer that he used to be. A 2-on-1 the other way. Huerter with a nice back tap.
He's not jumping high anymore or killing you with speed. He likened it to chess, saying he lost his queen early in the game but fought back to get one of his pawns down the board.
The NBA app. Hey, what about Ja Morant, Doris Burke? He went nuclear. Trae Young also in his first playoff series. Long three. And Noel with the board over to top it in the previous game. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Noel in the previous game. And That's going to be an offensive foul against Noel.